my name's Eva and welcome to this channel. And today we are doing the sex educator tag. So this was a tag created by my lovely friend and sex educator, Nadine Thornhill. She works with parents and teachers on how to talk to their kids about sex. And currently she's working on a really exciting project where she translates the 2015 Ontario Comprehensive Sex Ed curriculum into a series of videos. So I'm just in adoration of all the things that she does. A little bit ago, she created a tag for sex educators, and I think she might have tagged me. And either way, I'm gonna do it today. So the first question is, what is your sex educator name? And that seems like it would be a simple question, but it's kind of funny. My sex educator name is just Eva. So when I started this YouTube channel, I decided not to go with my full real name because being a woman who talks about sex on the internet can be a dangerous thing, especially on YouTube. So I wanted to give myself a certain amount of anonymity. But if you have any good fake last name suggestions, leave them in the comments, because I sometimes feel a little bit weird doing interviews and stuff and people are just like, this is Eva, and I don't have a last name. But yeah, that is my sex educator name. The second question is, what is your gender and sexual orientation? So my gender, I am a woman. I'm also a cis woman. That's about it. In terms of sexual orientation, I am bisexual. I came out 7 or 8 months ago. And bisexuality to me means that I am attracted to multiple genders. So men, women, non-binary folks, all over the gender spectrum. There are lots of cute people. Number 3, how did I get started as a sex educator? So I got started as a sex educator volunteering for the health education center at my university. I think, actually no, that's not where I got started as a sex educator. We can back up even more. I founded my high school's Gay Straight Alliance. That's what they were called back in 2011. And I would do mini lessons for my peers in the Gay Straight Alliance. So I would do lessons on gender roles, and we would have really cool conversations about sexuality and gender. But then I did at university be a peer sex educator, and I led the sexual health section of our health education team, and all at the same time I was starting to do sex research. So I did a project on the history of the birth control pill, which is super interesting. So been a sex educator for a while. If you want to hear more about my story starting YouTube, I filmed a video with my amazing friend Erin, so I'll link that here and or there and in the description if you want to hear more of my full story and journey on YouTube. The next question is, what do I love to teach? And I love this question. Something I've noticed about myself when I'm making videos is that my favorite videos to make fall into kind of 2 categories. I am really excited about videos that I wish my younger self had seen and needed to know. And then I'm also really excited to make videos that are related to my sexual experiences and my life right now. So especially excited to talk about bisexuality, make videos about that now, because that's kind of came out recently and that's been a part of my life and my experience that I'm exploring a lot lately. In terms of more specific topics, I really like talking about kind, casual sex. I have a whole video about that. I also really like talking about sexting, giving people the information they need to get the most out of sexting while also keeping themselves safe. Or safer. The 5th and last question is, what do I like to learn about? So I really like this question too, Nadine. Great questions. One of the things I really like to learn about is more about relationships and emotions and communication and all that stuff. I also really like learning about gender and sexual orientation. I'm obsessed with Ash Hardell's YouTube channel. It's really awesome to learn about experiences of gender that are different from mine. So hearing trans people's experiences, non-binary people's experiences, I think it's really important to learn about people's lived experiences that are different than yours, and I'm constantly learning and curious about all of that stuff. Those are all of the questions. I'm gonna tag some folks. I wanna tag Sexplanations, Lindsay Doe. If you're not following Sexplanations, what the heck are you doing? I'm also gonna tag my lovely friend Hannah Witten, Hannah, I want to hear about all your answers. And Stevie Bobby. I'm also gonna tag some folks on Instagram. Maybe they can do like a little Instagram story or like put it in a post, but I'm gonna tag Gabrielle and June Pilot. But that's all for me today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can also follow me on social media on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe if you are not already. But yeah, that's all for me today. Have a lovely day. It's also funny because there are a lot of like sexuality things that are like sexuality related things that are named Eva, because like Eve and I don't know, it's like related to sexuality kind of. I found this sleeve, I think masturbation sleeve, which is called Eva. I'll put it here when I went and visited the Love Honey warehouse. Also there's called Eva, and then there's also a little like clitoral vibrator that like latches on to your human, which is also called Eva. So I'm happy to share my name with lots of cool sexuality related things.